Live on Facebook. How are you? It is Friday. I am live on YouTube. It is Friday, April 3rd, the pandemic quarantine edition of Brad Show Live. I will be answering your immigration questions for the next, I don't know, 1 hour or so. I've moved back into my bedroom. We seem to have been having problems with the connection from my living room. So I have ventured back into my bedroom for this edition. I hope everybody's doing well. Nobody has made any comments yet. I'm happy to start saying hello to people as soon as they come into the comment section. Let's see what's going on in the world in the meantime. We'll do this a little backwards today. We'll start with a little host chat quickly. What's new in the world? Oh, coronavirus, right? The number of confirmed deaths from the coronavirus is now over 58,000 people. Around the world, over 1 million people have caught it. The U.S. has more than 258,000 people who have tested positive for coronavirus. And unfortunately, 6,600 people have died. 9,400 other people who went to the hospital have recovered. Yesterday, Dr. Anthony Fauci said during a CNN coronavirus town hall that he doesn't understand why that's not happening. When asked why all the states haven't issued stay-at-home orders, right now only 38 states have full lockdowns, but Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Arkansas have yet to have statewide orders. 7 states, Wyoming, Utah, Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Alabama, and South Carolina, have at least only one city with shelter in place. Fauci stressed the dangers of relaxing social distancing guidelines too early. He said if you back off and you don't mitigate, then there's a possibility that the number of deaths will go up. We will say hello to the squad in a little bit. Governor Andrew Cuomo said that he's going to call in the National Guard to take unused ventilators and supplies to redistribute them to places in the greatest need. New York had their most deadly 24 hours of the coronavirus this past night, New York City. I am living in New York City, but I am staying in. I'm just looking at myself on Facebook. I think I'm Scruffy Brad today. I forgot to shave, guys. Sorry about that. And we hope that there's going to be enough ventilators for everybody. In the meantime, let me say hello. Let me say hello to the squad here, see who's watching. Sam Yemen, how are you? Squad up. Nicole Hernandez, squad up. Jilly Gould, how are you? Earth Angel Keisha, squad up. Nancy Abel, good evening. Jonathan Elias, yo-yo, I hope you had a good birthday yesterday. Carol Anderson, the Tiger. Yo-yo, it's funny with Yo-yo because he says I'm going to get the news from Brad now. He really doesn't know the news until he comes into Brad Show Live. He doesn't watch the news all day, he tells me, and then he hears all his news from me. So we'll get back to the news with you, Yo-Yo, in a second. I know you tune into me for all of your news. Ambi Megan, squad up. Tiffany Sims saying, hello, Brad, how are you? She already has a question. I'll get back to you in a little bit. Jimmy Karaki saying, hey, Uncle, Yo-Yo, you are invited over whenever you want, except once this coronavirus is over. Right now, when coronavirus is going on, no one is allowed in or out of my apartment. I am hermetically sealed in here. London Ja, just checking in. Squad up. Mitzi McFarland, how are you? Sela Hamzy saying, hi, Brad. Squad up. Eileen Clark saying, the best lawyer. Be safe, my squad team. Thank you very much. Janet Doreen Morris Lucas saying, good evening. Keisha Layton, good evening. Jess Lumbau, how are you? I hope things are all well. On YouTube, let me go over to YouTube right now and say hello to our squad on YouTube. Amin Umar saying hello. Sexy Sham Myers saying, hey, Uncle Brad, how are you? Sani, hi, squad up, Sani. Maria Guzman saying hello. Ja Love, how are you? How's everybody doing, by the way? Angela Rawlings, squad up. You're helping us with anxiety. Thank you very much. I'm really trying my best. Sexy Shan Myers, Carol Anderson, the Top Cat Tigress too. How are you? Valerie Del Pana saying, hey, hello. Surjit Singh. Walden Warner saying, squad up. Tyler Play saying, hi, Brad. Carol Laxey saying, hello. Squad up. Marcia Robinson saying, good evening. And I am trying to help, everybody with their anxiety. I can't make things better. We can't make this virus go away. It is a reality. And it's going to be a reality, unfortunately, for another 4, 6, 8 weeks until the entire United States starts, at least from the United States perspective, starts going on the back end of the curve. We'll know when we get to the back end of the curve when less people are being, we have a lot of testing, and less people are being tested positive. Even though less people will be tested positive, there's still going to be a increase in deaths, because the deaths and the follow lag about a week or two beyond when the curve starts going to the back end, when less people start testing positive. But when less people start being tested positive, that's when we'll know we're doing okay. A USA Today analysis found that one of the reasons the U.S. is facing such a shortage, we're going to have a problem with death in America, is this shortage of ventilators. And USA Today did a analysis of masks and other personal protective equipment, and it's that basically that American companies have sold nearly $60 million worth of this equipment to China. So it turns out that exports of surgical masks, ventilators, and other personal protective gear to China skyrocketed in January and February, when the coronavirus was wreaking havoc in Wuhan. And because U.S. companies sold all their supplies to China, that's why we are having sort of a problem here right now. I just read, I would not want to be these twins' names, but a boy and a girl born in the midst of India's coronavirus lockdown have been named after the deadly virus. As far as I'm aware, it is the first children to be named after the virus. The parents named these twins Corona and COVID. I can't make this up. It is really in the newspaper. The parents of COVID and Corona hope the twins' names will serve as a reminder of the hardships they overcame as they're brought into the world during the pandemic. I really, really hope, though, that these parents decide to change their children's names. And finally, Katz's Deli, famous deli here in New York City, is aiding the fight against coronavirus. And it says here that it's aiding the fight one salami at a time. The saying, send a salami to your boy in the army, was coined by the iconic Katz's Delicatessen on Ludlow Street in New York. Now, with the coronavirus running rampant in large swaths of the country on lockdown, Katz is still sending salamis to people who need some help and comfort in these trying times. I don't know why a salami would make anybody feel better. If somebody sent me a salami right now, I would be like, the hell you sending me a salami for? But I will say this. I'm not sure. I will say this. I was watching Chris Cuomo last night. Or was it last night or 2 nights ago? He has coronavirus, unfortunately, and hopefully he'll get better soon. That's Governor Andrew Cuomo's younger brother. He's a CNN correspondent. And he said that chicken soup has been really, really helping him. So the best chicken soup, I am telling you, Scruffy Brad, because that's me today. I didn't shave, you see? Scruffy. See? Scruffy. No shave today. I don't know what's with all the men not shaving during lockdown, but I'm not shaving. The best soup, chicken soup, is at Katz's Deli, that's for sure. Now, believe it or not, the guy who owns Katz's Deli, his name is Del. Can't make this up, too. So his name is Del, and he said, there's something triggered emotionally that makes you feel a little better. It's good for the soul. And matzo ball soup, too. Matzo ball soup, for anybody who knows, Passover is coming around the corner. It's basically chicken noodle soup with a matzo ball in the middle. Now, Del says of Katz's Deli, I'm no doctor, but it can cure just about everything. It can cure a broken bone. Maybe it can do something for this. There's a definite emotional component that's happening. Chicken soup. Absolutely, absolutely. And we're going to answer a lot of people's immigration questions right now. But before we answer the immigration questions, I do have to remind everybody that we are having a contest on Instagram as we speak right now. If you go to our Instagram account, if you go to our Instagram account at Brad Show Live, you will be able to see a post. And on that post, it will say, get a free consultation with Uncle Brad. And all you got to do is like that post, follow at Brad Show Live on Instagram, and tag 5 of your friends in that post. And we will enter you in our contest on next Wednesday. I'm going to pull your name out of the hat, Uncle Brad's old hat, hopefully, to give you a free consultation. I am also doing consultations all day long. I did about 15 consultations on the phone today, maybe more. I lost track. All people from all over the United States of America with immigration problems. We're doing it by phone, even under quarantine times. And the number to call my office, if you want to schedule an appointment to speak with me, I'm happy to do it. That telephone number is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Tim Banks is saying, do I charge a fee for the phone consultation? I do, Tim. At some point, Uncle Brad has to make a buck every so often. I wish I could do everything for free, but I can't. But yes, I do charge a fee for the phone consultation. It is a regular value of $200 right now because of the coronavirus epidemic. I have reduced my fees to try, because I realize that some people are either out of work or have reduced work. So I've reduced my consultation fee to $150. I am trying to do as many consultations as I can all day. But yes, I do charge a fee. With that being said, before I get into our immigration questions, I'm going to start with Facebook, and then we're going to get over to YouTube. A couple things I've noticed here. Number one, on YouTube, we have 80 people watching and only 21 thumbs up. That means that 60 people are very, very lazy on YouTube. I don't want to call you out. I know who you are, though. And you need to move your thumb to that little gray button on the YouTube thumb and turn that gray button into blue. And the reason why you want to do that is when you do that, you let everybody know in the YouTube community that this is a pretty damn good show. And Uncle Brad, even Scruffy Brad, because I haven't shaved today, go watch the show. You'll get some knowledge, and hopefully, as one of our squatties just said before, relieve some anxiety as well. The other thing you can do for us, Facebook. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Facebook, is to start a watch party right now and tell your friends and family that I am going to be answering your immigration questions right now. And maybe perhaps your friends and family have questions as well. And now's a perfect time to start your Facebook watch party. And if you start your watch party, we will get the word out to as many people as we can that I am here to help. I'm doing it gratis, no charge, to help you right now on Facebook, to help you right now on YouTube. All you need to do on YouTube is take your thumb, now only 47. So now we have still half on YouTube. Half the people are still lazy. Take your thumb and put it on that gray button. Turn it into blue on YouTube. And on Facebook, it's very, very simple. Start a watch party right now, because in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to be answering your immigration questions. Would you believe I have now said on YouTube twice to give me a thumbs up, and nobody moves? Nobody moves. It's unbelievable. They all just sit there like, okay, and do nothing. Come on, YouTube. Come on. You've been sitting at home all day quarantined. Burn off half a calorie and move your arm to the thumb. It's a half a calorie. Burn it off. And the same for you, Facebook. Burn off half a calorie. Move your thumb to the watch party. All right, let's start going with immigration questions. By the way, before I start with your immigration questions, I do, again, let me remind you that my office telephone number, it is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Who's mad Somebody is giving mad emojis. Why are they angry? Are they angry that we're not starting watch parties? Are they angry at YouTube because only 56 people now give a thumbs up? I don't know. I don't know why they are mad. I'm not mad. I'm trying my best. I'm kidding with you guys. I do want you to share. And I want you to share on Facebook, on YouTube too. And I want you to share on Facebook too. But, do the best you can. Do the best you can, because I am here, honestly, doing the best that I can. And with that being said, Nicole Hernandez with the first question today on the April 3rd pandemic quarantine edition of Brad Show Live. Hey, Brad, you're doing a great job. My question is, my husband filed for the I-130 petition for me in April 2019, but he was advised to do the DS 2029 for our daughter aged 6. Currently, we are having issues with the same regarding his travel history, as he lost one of his passports and the U.S. stopped stamping passports as well. Getting his travel as a FOIA is hard as they've declined his first request. How can I get this information otherwise? Can we add our daughter to my petition, or will we have the same processing period? Nicole, if you're a U.S. citizen, two things, okay? If you're a U.S. citizen, you got to file, if your husband filed the petition for you, your husband is a U.S. citizen, you have to file a separate application for your daughter. She will not be included on that I-130. If your husband's a resident, then yes, your daughter is included. If you don't have the exact dates of travel, okay, it's not a catastrophe. Try to estimate the best of your ability. And you can put down an asterisk and say next to it, approximate dates of travel, because you don't have those records anymore. And if there's any issue, you can then testify to that at the time of the interview. Don't hold up because you've been spending 6-9 months trying to figure out the exact date. Did I come into the United States on April 1st or April 2nd? Just say approximately April to May, passport lost. All right, and move on and get the application in. If you need help, and it sounds like you may need help, give us a call at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. And if you are outside of the United States and you can't call from maybe there's areas that it doesn't go through. I don't know. I know from North America, you can dial 1-800-529-5465, but maybe outside of North America, you can't dial 1-800-529-5465. Then you would dial +1-212-227-8933. That's +1-212-227-8933. Tiffany Sims on Facebook wants to know, hello, Brad, how are you? My brother is waiting on his interview date to be scheduled. Oh boy, 1 second. I don't believe this because I just got an emergency alert and it closed me out of Facebook on my phone. Let's see, where is Facebook now? Please come back. There we go. Tiffany Sims saying, hello, Brad, how are you? My brother is waiting on his interview date to be scheduled in Jamaica because he is now documentarily qualified. Now, this public charge questionnaire, does he need to bring that with him to his interview, even though his application was done before this rule was in effect? The answer is yes. You need to show that you have skills and education. You'll have health insurance, hopefully, and hopefully have a job as well. Take that very, very seriously, that form. That is the form. If they're going to figure out a way to deny your brother, that's going to be on that form. So take it very seriously. And Yo-Yo in the comments saying he had a great birthday. That's wonderful. Let's see who else. Zanib Zendanref. In capitals. So when it's in capitals, guys, I don't know if you are aware of that. That means you're yelling at me. So then I will yell back the question to you. So Zaneb Zendanref. Brad, my EAD notice of action not yet received. How can I get NOA here in Hawaii? Stop working now because my EAD expired and already renewed, but notice of action not yet received. Well, Zaneb, thank you for yelling that question to me. If your notice of action was received and you still have not gotten your work permit, your work permit is automatically extended for 180 days. After that, hopefully immigration will mail it to you very shortly thereafter. But there's no immigration service to go to right now. The offices are closed, certainly until at least April 30th and May 1st. So right now, they're working at immigration. Immigration is processing cases. Let's hope they get you that work permit. Michelle Overcome Newsom. Excuse me. Michael. I turned Michael into a woman. Michael, I apologize to you. It's Uncle Brad's scruffy eyes. Can't read sometimes. Michael Overcome Newsom. Very manly man. I apologize. I called you Michelle, Michael. Hi, good evening. My friend gets his EAD card, but on the part that says sex instead of male, it's female. Oh my God, how coincidental. What does he need to do about it to save to travel on? He would need to actually return it and get it corrected, and that's what a pain in the ass that is, because now all of a sudden you're going to wait another 6 months. It's terrible, all for that one little mistake. And that's pretty funny that I called him Michelle, and that was the question. Because I didn't know what the question was ahead of time. Very coincidental. Onoti A. Agnin. If we file adjustment of status 1 month after marriage, can we submit 1 month joint bank statement, 1 month joint credit card statement, taking into consideration that all the joint stuff came into effect after marriage? Or will we wait until the interview stage to take them along? You got to wait until the interview stage to take everything along, and hopefully your interview will be 6-9 months down the line, and you'll have 6-9 months of all of that. Adnan Khan Alzay on Facebook. Those people whose green card would be expired in April, how are they going to take the extension? I mean, the process is in notice to action. Please inbox me. Those people whose green cards would be expired in April. You file I'm not sure what you mean by the green card expired. If it's your green card was expired because you have a 10-year card and just expired, file the I-90 and get an extension. Just because your green card expires doesn't mean on a 10-year card, doesn't mean you're no longer a permanent resident. They're going to send you into deportation. Just means you don't have evidence that you're a green card holder. But no one's putting you in deportation because your 10-year green card expired. Just file the I-90 and they will start the process of renewing it. Nap on Facebook. Hi, Brad. A friend of mine is married to a citizen. I have filed the immigration package. I got a work permit at the start, and I got a work permit at the start, and just the I-130 has been approved. We've been asked to return the WP. I don't know, what is the WP? The work permit, because we've been asked to return the work permit because the I-45 has been denied. Motive that he was facing a judge for asylum in 2006 and also was denied. He's never received a removal notice. What should we do? Well, it sounds like to me that you filed an adjustment application. Boy, I really had to pull out my Facebook to English translation there. But it sounds like you filed an adjustment application and your spouse, who previously filed for asylum, got his asylum denied, got put in deportation, got ordered deported, and didn't know anything about this. So it sounds like he got ordered deported in absentia, and you would need to make a motion to reopen his deportation case, because right now you're lucky he didn't get arrested at immigration for having a warrant for his arrest for deportation. Now, should be easy to make a motion to reopen that deportation case because his rights, based on what you're telling me, were violated. It's not a very fair immigration proceeding if they don't tell you when and where to show up to defend your asylum claim, and then what are you deported when you don't show up? So that sounds like a due process constitutional violation, and you should be able to easily reopen that removal hearing or deportation hearing, and then ask a judge to adjust your status at that point. Again, you can call us. We can help you. It's 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. Simon Pascal, hello, sir. Hello, Sir M, who missed his biometric appointment simply because he didn't receive the notice. What should he do? Well, if you didn't get the notice, there's nothing you can do now because there is no biometric appointments available because immigration is closed. Once immigration has opened, go on any Wednesday with the notice. Hopefully you have that notice now, and you can then go take your biometrics. And First Lady Leah saying, this is the moment of the day I look forward to. Thank you very much, Brad. Oh, thank you, Leah. Zeneb Zendrenev with more yelling at me. I'm under VAWA since 2018, but my first EAD expired and my EAD renewal notice of action not yet received, and now stop working because my renewal EAD not yet received. USCIS local office, Hawaii, resume. Again, if you already had a work permit, you don't have to yell at me, Zanib. If you already had a work permit, you filed for the extension, your work permit is automatically extended 180 days. So hopefully that's the case. Jess Lambow. Hi, Brad. Any idea, please, about EB3 other worker for May 2020 priority date? Would this stuck to January 2017? I did not look at the priority dates for April for other workers. I can do that right now. Let's see what it says. My guess is that, if anything, the priority dates are not going to move until this coronavirus thing is over. But right now, because they're not going to let you in the embassy anyway, yes, they are still up to January 1st, 2017. What is your priority date, Jess? Angie Thompson. Hey, Uncle Brad. When I file my I-130, can I file for traveling? If you file an adjustment application, an I-130 and an I-45, you can apply for an advanced parole on an I-131, which would be for traveling. All right, let's go to our friends on YouTube. 68 thumbs up. I usually don't go to YouTube until there is 75 thumbs up, but I will make the exception today because it is crazy world out there, so why not? I'll start answering the questions at 70 thumbs up. Let's see who we got here. Bud's Everbless saying, hey, Uncle Brad, squad up. Walden Warner saying hello. One Block, squad up. Tyler Players saying, hi, Brad. Marcia Robinson saying, good evening, family. Stay safe. Lady Leah, I so look forward to your show, Brad. This is my highlight of the day every evening. Walden Warner, is it safe for undocumented individuals to get driver's licenses in New York? It is absolutely safe to do it. Governor Cuomo has said time and time again that New York will not share that information with ICE. 29 Super C, question. What advice will you give a candidate for a green card interview for an approved I-140? The advice I would give is this. You're going to be going on an interview, and you got to prove that you're going on that you're coming to America for a bona fide job opportunity, which means that you have the qualifications to perform this job. You understand the job that you are coming to do. You understand what your job duties are going to be. You're capable of actually doing this job, and that you get a very good job letter from your employer saying that they are looking really forward to you working here. They really need your services. So it's all good on the I-140 interview. It's all about, is this a real job opportunity? Is this a permanent job? Are you going to be working there for a long time? Alexander Yashi, that to me would be the most important thing. That would be the number one thing I would be thinking about. Alexander Yashi, then obviously, by the way, you have affidavit support issues. I don't know if you have any criminal records. You have to take a medical exam, blah, blah, blah. But if you're saying what is specific for the I-140 interview, it would be that. Alexander Yashi, hey, Brad, my mother has an H-1B visa, and I have an H-4 visa due to being her child. And I was wondering if I was eligible for a work permit. If so, what is the cost? You are not eligible for a work permit on an H-4, unfortunately. VD, do you think immigrants will be considered early release from federal prisons due to COVID-19? I think that they may be, depending on their health condition, if they're sick, what their underlying criminal record was. It's possible. Maria Guzman, I had DACA, but have since expired for over 3 years. Should I reapply, or do you recommend me adjusting through my husband instead? We've been married for 16 years and have 3 kids, but I entered without inspection. Well, you can't adjust if you entered without inspection unless you traveled on your DACA before they stopped DACA travel, or your 245I, or your spouse is in the military or former military. You would not be able to do it. So what I would recommend right now is renew your DACA. You should have. Don't sit on your tuchus anymore, because DACA is going to be decided by the Supreme Court soon. So renew your DACA. Number one, make sure you're in the program. They will make, even if Supreme Court knocks it down, I am sure that they will make arrangements for people who consistently renew their DACA. They're not going to deport 2 million or 1 million kids or 1 million young adults who came here as children. The other thing is start an I-130 visa petition immediately. And when you start the I-130 visa petition immediately, you will start the process of getting a green card, and eventually you'll have to do a provisional waiver. Who else do we have here? John, hi. If my EAD card with my optional practical training 10 years ago, it expired, and currently working without it because of my O1, do I still need to go through biometrics when I apply for the EAD through adjustment of status marriage? And the answer is yes, you will have to. Philip DeBarro, question, I have an I-45 New York in April. It's going to be canceled, or I have to go? It's going to be canceled, and you'll get rescheduled. I assume he's talking about an adjustment interview. Sandy. Hi, Uncle Brad. Does the COVID-19 government SNAP hurt people that apply? No. If you're getting any government assistance because of COVID, I think you're going to be okay. I don't know what COVID SNAP is, but the stimulus package through COVID, the any special unemployment that you get through COVID, it's not going to hurt people. Alexander Vashi, hey Brad. Okay, I answered that question. Rishi Sarway, hey Brad. My friend has CHIP insurance. Will that affect his N400 application? No, it will not. Sydney Bursick is in the comments on YouTube. Pizza, squad up all. Pizza, have quarantined at home. I know that Pizza because I follow your Instagram stories. Omar Muhammad, how long does it take to approve the I-130? I'm asylum case pending removal process. Thank you, Mr. Brad. Great lawyer. God bless you. Could take at least 12 months if you're trying to get an I-130 approved through the local immigration office after you're put in removal. Let's go back to Facebook and answer some questions on Facebook right now. Danielle Thomas, chicken soup is the best. I'm from the Caribbean. She's talking about chicken soup. And I made the lockdown was a big pot and had it all week, and about to make another batch. Yum. Scylla Hamzy, scruffy Brad is still sexy, Brad. Thanks for your help. Thank you, Silly. I appreciate that. Tremaine Ramdeen, hi, Brad. Good day. I just want to ask you a question. I did my citizenship test on May 30th, 2019, and I passed the test, and I do everything they asked me to do to get my approval on July 30th, 2019. But up to now, I haven't gotten my oath ceremony. What should I do? If you haven't gotten an oath ceremony yet and you passed your interview and it's now going on 1 year, what I would do is file either a mandamus or a de novo review and let a federal judge decide your citizenship. Is there something in your history that you have a concern about? That I don't know the answer to. So if there's something in your history that you have a concern about, which is what they're looking into, then that may be a different situation and may give you a different answer. But assuming everything is okay, then that's what I would be thinking about. Carol Anderson, the Tiger, says, Brad, you are a cool person. That's why we love you. Thank you very much, Carol. Maria, I answered your question. A lot of people, I apologize where I go, and then stop because people are asking their question 2 and 3 times. Brad, Sam Yemen. Brad, can I sue the USCIS for delay? I applied for I-130 and I-45 in October 2017. I got approved for I-130 on June 2019, but my I-45 is still pending for no reason. You can sue them for a mandamus to force them to make a decision. Absolutely. And Kay Allen saying you can also use turmeric tea and lemongrass tea. It's also very good. It's a lot of good home remedies. I agree with you. Winifred Henneman. I have a friend that I filed for VAWA since June 2019. I have prima facie. When can this case be approved? I don't know, but VAWA cases are taking at least 2 years, and now with coronavirus, maybe even a little longer. Shonda James, I sent my DACA packet in for renewal March 20th, 2020. I received an email saying it was denied on March 30th, 10 days later. But today I received a letter saying that they received my EAD category. What should I do? I haven't gotten the denied DACA denial letter. I have no criminal background, no orders. My VAWA was approved March 4th, 2020, but I never received the letter, just the email. I requested a letter, but nothing. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, Shonda, but if you got your VAWA approved, you should be able to get your work permit under C-33. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm happy to look at your paperwork and see what caused this. Ugh, but we'll find out. Pradeep Ram, so give us a call. Pradeep Ram, I filed the I-360 and the I-45 on October 2018. On April 2019, I got my biometrics done. I submitted my I-765 on August 2019 and got the updates on September 2019, that fingerprint taken and added to my case. It's now 7 months and I didn't receive my work permit. I applied for divorce with my U.S. citizen spouse last month. When will I receive my green card? Okay, so he hasn't gotten his work permit yet. He's getting a divorce, and then in the end, when am I going to receive my? I don't know when you're going to receive your green card, but it's going to take at least 18 to 24 months based on an abuse case. Daphne Bittencourt. Hello, Brad. I got an RFE in January 2020, and my attorney has until April 30th, 2020 to send it in. What happens if he misses the deadline due to the coronavirus? You're going to have to start again because they have only extended deadlines for people who got RFEs between March and 1st and April 30th. They have not extended that deadline for January 20 RFE. Young Money Rogers saying, hey, Uncle Brad, I have a ticket for an expired driver's license. Is that going to affect my case? I don't know what case you're talking about, but I would take care of that ticket. John Brown, I traveled December 2019 to Jamaica on my advanced parole and came back safely. Can I travel back within 3 months back on my advanced parole? The answer is yes, but I don't think there's going to be much traveling right now on advanced parole. You simply just can't get in and out of the country at this very second. But let's go back to YouTube and see what people are saying on YouTube. Nasser, USA. Brad, can I sue the USCIS for delay? I applied for the I-130. I answered that. The answer is yes. VD. I received an I-797 for my husband after years, but he's now in federal prison for re-entering. Is there something I can still do for him? If he re-entered the United States after a prior deportation, that's why he's in federal prison. He committed a crime. It's like robbing a bank. It's a felony. I don't know what you're going to be able to do for him. Actually, very little you're going to be able to do for him. When you re-enter the United States after a prior deportation and you're caught and then charged criminally for that, you basically have two options. Option one is, well, you can't deport me. I'm a U.S. citizen. I actually had that happen once where someone got deported and they were a U.S. citizen. We were able to prove it. And so, they got deported. They had a green card. Their parents was a citizen before they were 18. Nobody realized that in immigration. The man got deported. He tried to re-enter the United States. He got caught, was charged criminally. And then we went to court and say, why are you holding this guy? He's a U.S. citizen. And he was released. So that's one option. It's very rare that happens, but that's one option. The other option would be don't deport him or don't deport me if I'm the one who re-entered after prior deportation because my life is in danger if I return home, and that would be a CAT claim. But those are generally, and I say generally, I mean, I don't know, I would have to speak to you. Maybe there's a third option, but generally those are the two options for people who re-enter after a prior deportation. And Funny Kid Video says, I'm watching with Grandma Shasha, AKA Sandra Salinas. Sandra just wanted everyone to know she's in the comment section. Maria Guzman, I have sent the I-130. What comes next? I don't know who filed for you, Maria. You got to give me more information. Where do you live? Who's your sponsor? What is your status? We need to know a lot more. VD, you got my support. You are the best in here, giving advice free. Who else does that? Thanks from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much, VD. Naji Denishar. Hi, due to the coronavirus, I had to quit my job. How will it affect my husband's case? That is the visa processing at the National Visa Center. Please answer. Well, you're going to need to show that you can support your husband above the poverty level. Hopefully, you'll get a new job once this is over. The embassy is closed anyway at this point, so your husband's not going to be getting an appointment at least until June or July. And by that time, they say we'll be on the back end of the coronavirus curve, and hopefully the economy will open up. And hopefully with all these stimulus checks and businesses reopening, you'll find a job. That's our hope. Wales concept. What a concept, Wales concept. I did concurrent filing since last year, 2019, up till now. I haven't been called for interview. I got a work authorization. What's next? What do you think? I think your case is being delayed. I don't know why. I don't know what you did wrong, but it sounds a bit delayed to me. You may want to have a consultation with me to figure out what the problem is. Moha Tizi. Hello, I filed for the I-601 waiver in January, and I wanted to know if all this situation will delay my case. Most likely. I don't see any reason why this situation that's going on with coronavirus is going to certainly speed it up, and most likely is going to delay your case. I mean, nobody knows for sure. From day to day, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, every day it's a new reality for everybody. But my guess is, yes, it'll be delayed. My other guess is that if you haven't filed anything yet with immigration and you're waiting to see what happens with this coronavirus, probably not the smartest thing in the world. Get your applications in now. Even though immigration is not seeing anybody for an interview, they are accepting applications. They're processing cases. Immigration officers are going through paperwork. You'll be in ahead of everybody else. The smartest person right now, okay, is doing two things. A, they're buying stock cheap, and two, they're getting their applications in to immigration. Nanhala Kumalo. Does your firm have the best divorce lawyers, like the best immigration lawyers? I was in the middle of processing my divorce and my spouse got arrested. I didn't have anything filed yet. We do some uncontested divorces, but really our specialty is immigration and personal injury and accidents. It's not really divorce, but you need a simple divorce. We're happy to do it. But if you're asking us that we're the greatest divorce attorneys in the world, I wouldn't be able to say that honestly. Do I think my opinion that we're the greatest immigration attorneys in the world? I could honestly say that. Do I think that honestly we're the best personal injury attorneys in the world? I can honestly say that. That's my opinion. Maybe somebody else's opinion is something different, but not for divorce. Lady Leah, Brad, a friend of mine says her lawyer is withdrawing her services from her case because of the lockdown and immigration is not working. Is this true? No, you can't withdraw from a case because of a lockdown. You can't leave your client in the lurch like that. But if they are withdrawing from the case, then I would suggest you ask the lawyer to refund money that hasn't been used yet. Fox Racing says China only has 1,300 cases and only 29 people died in the entire Republic of China. Yeah, Fox Racing. And I also have a bridge to sell you. It's called the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't believe those statistics for 1 minute. John. Hi, Brad. I came on a student visa in 2008. Political asylum case denied 2009. Then I continued studying and eventually I became a resident in 2018. Can I travel to my home country? I don't think you can, because then your asylum case would have been BS. If you filed for asylum, nobody should be going to their home country who filed for asylum until they become a U.S. citizen. Going back to Facebook now, John Brown says, I traveled 2019 to Jamaica on my advanced parole. I answered that, John. Romo Morzo, hello, Brad. Can an asylee who came to the USA without a passport get an I-94? You can't get an I-94, but what you can do is a FOIA and see how they inspected you and admitted you, and that may be, if they paroled you in, that could be used to try to adjust your status. Carol Harris Holt Burrell saying, hey, Brad, glad you're well, and I'm glad everybody is well out there as well. Carlene James Atti. Good day, Brad. I'm an F1 student. I just got my registered nursing license. Congratulations. We can use you here. Can my husband, a green card holder, file for me, or is it easier to get a visa through work sponsorship? My F1 visa will expire in May. You can do either one. Your husband can file for you, and you'd be eligible to adjust immediately based on the fact that you're married to a resident, you're in legal status. You can get, if your F1 is going to expire in May, you can get a optional practical training work permit for a year and get sponsored in a job. Either one, whichever one you want. Probably easier for your husband to do it. Nana Aku Kieru, if I pronounced it right. Hi, Uncle Brad. Please, my husband is a citizen and I filed my I-45. I had my interview done before the virus. The interviewer told me it will be reviewed because of my previous divorce certificate. He told me they're going to write me up if they need additional documents, but I haven't gotten any mail yet. Well, just hang in there. Hopefully you'll get it soon because immigration's not seeing any clients right now. So hopefully they're looking at your case. Alex Scott, I hope you're fine. I have asylum pending. I married a USA citizen. I applied for the I-130. I got received. How long will it take to approve? It's usually about a year. Kingsley Akoli, can a green card holder receive the stimulus check who is paying taxes? Absolutely. Zanib Zendrenev. I was only kidding, Zanib. He says, Brad, I'm not yelling. I just wanted you to read, but don't. I know it's hard to read small font size. Thank you, Zanib. I was only kidding around, making a joke with you. I know you're not yelling at me. Abiola Adakoke. My mom's supposed to travel back to Nigeria this April, but because of what is going on now, she can't travel. What will she do with her I-94? Is May 2nd this year. Please, can you help? You should file for an extension on your I-94, on the I-539. File for an extension and say, I'm staying here because of COVID-19. I can't get on a plane and give an affidavit of support from somebody on an I-131. Evans Michelle, and then also get a plane ticket for June or July when the planes hopefully will be flying. Evans Michelle, in regards to the driver's license for undocumented immigrants, what is Florida's stance on it? Will they share it with ICE here? I don't know that Florida is giving driver's licenses to undocumented immigrants. The only state that I'm aware that's giving driver's licenses to undocumented immigrants is New York. Jess Lambeau, thanks for your thoughts about the priority movement. My priority date is September 2018 and it's retrogressed. Yeah, I think it's all going to be retrogressed, Jess, until this coronavirus is over because they're just not having anyone come into the embassy, unfortunately. Ex Del Mundo, good afternoon. My wife is a J1 holder. I'm a green card holder. She wasn't granted. Wasn't granted what? I don't know. Got to finish that question somewhere, Jess. Millie. Brad, my husband filed for me and daughter, and we both go on the interview with my husband. My daughter didn't get a social security number, but I got mine. My husband messed up in the interview. He has bipolar disorder. He can't remember stuff. He has a disability, so that they put my case on review. That was March 9th. My question is, how can I get my daughter a social security number to go to college? File an I-765. File an I-765 for your daughter, and that would give you a social security number too. And I just saw on my notifications that President Trump finally, I don't know what he's been waiting for, has finally recommended that everybody walk around with a face mask, if they walk around outside of the United States. This should have been done like a month ago. I know countries in Europe mandate that. You leave the house, you have to have your face covered. So at least finally we're on top of that here, 1 month too late. BD Twigby. Brad, I heard a lot about you. I hope after everything I can meet with you. You can call me right now, BD. You don't need to wait for after everything. You can call me now. I'm happy to meet with you. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. Christina Loney. If someone received SNAP benefits 5 years ago and filed all forms before February, does that affect the application? What changes started in February? Well, they changed the I'm touching my face. You shouldn't really be touching your face right now during coronavirus, but they changed the affidavit of support requirements. They made it a lot more difficult, except if you filed your adjustment application before February I think it was 24th or 14th or 24th of 2019. So people who have old adjustments in, they're okay. People after that date, you're under the new rules, but it sounds like you're under the old rules. Naked Wire. Hi, Brad. How much does your office for citizenship application? What documents do I need through the process? I'm married, my spouse, and I have 2 kids from Ghana. Well, you have to pay a filing fee, which is $725. You also have to prove that you and your spouse are in a bona fide marriage, which I'm sure you are because you have 2 children. You've had a green card for at least 3 years. Shonda James. My DACA and EAD was denied. I received notice by email. I filed my renewal on March 20th, 2020. On March 4th, 2020, I did receive an email saying my VAWA was approved, but I never received my notice. I sent USCIS request. What is going on? I know you don't have your 8-ball with you, but I do, and I've been shaking it, LOL. I don't know what's going on, Sean. I think you asked this question before. I think you're really going to need to show me all your documents. Delroy Evans, hey, Brad, I have a problem uploading the documents to the National Visa Center. Is the system down? It's not down. It's a problematic system. We have problems uploading from my law firm, uploading documents too. It's a pain in the ass and sometimes takes us 2, 3, 4 tries to do it. Hi, Brad. I'm a client of yours. My date for my fingerprint was on the 1st of April. Would the immigration reschedule my appointment? Yes. The answer is yes, they will. Young Money Rogers, I think I answered your question, Young Money. Clifford Gordon, doing the mandatory work from home class and watching Squatties on my phone. So much for the work class then. Hajinder Singh, judge granted relief adjustment of status in immigration court. It was through VAWA I-360 approved, and I visit USCIS office, apply for my green card. When will they send it me, my green card? Hopefully in a few months you'll get it. Lucy De Leon, filing for the I-45 marriage base appeared to the interview. What if you've been in a fraud unit for almost 3 years because the adjudicator questioned the marriage? What would you recommend? Thank you for your advice. Well, if they question your marriage and it's now 3 years, my first step would be, let's get a copy of your records and see what's going on. And then number 2, let's push, if it's a real marriage and you're still together, let's push for another Stokes interview because it's already been 3 years. That officer can't possibly remember what happened. Mel Byrne, hey, Brad, could a person who got an I-601 waiver approved for being inadmissible file for citizenship? The answer is yes. If you qualify, you've had a green card for 5 years, that waiver covers you. Let's see if we have anybody else here. Hayden McPherson. Hello, Brad. I have a case with you. It was filed under abuse from 2017. I went in with one of your lawyers, unfortunately got denied, and reopened it again. I got my work permit for the 3rd time. I'm married now. Is it okay to put in a new application? I'm trying to reach my lawyer, but I have not been able to ask you on Facebook. If you are married to a U.S. citizen and it's a bona fide marriage, it's something that we should consider. I don't know who you are off the top of my head or review your case. Let's see where you are in the process of the VAWA case. If you're almost done and we feel confident you're going to win your case, maybe it'll be faster to finish the VAWA case. If we don't have confidence that we're going to win the case, then certainly, yes, let's try a new way through a new marriage. Absolutely. You should give us a call, 1-800-529-5465. I'll be happy to speak with you. Jessica Lee, how long does it usually take to get a work permit after the biometrics are done? About 4 months. Hey, Brad, I'm Pat. I was deported in 2017. My citizen daughter filed for me. I'm at the National Visa Center now waiting for an interview date, but I haven't received my waiver yet. What if I receive a date and no waiver? Then you're going to be denied. You need to get your waiver first. So don't finish your case until you get the waiver. Kareen Powell, will I get relief check if my status has not been updated yet? I'm married to a U.S. citizen. I filed for VAWA. You're supposed to only get a relief check if you're a citizen or a resident. But if you filed a tax return and you had a valid Social Security number, I don't know how they're going to determine whether you're a citizen or resident or pending VAWA or something else. So my guess is that you will get it. I mean, I don't know 100%, but my guess is that you will get it. Let's see what's here on YouTube. Couche de la Torre. Hi, Brad. Move this over a second. Hi, Brad. Is a requirement of a joint sponsor have the effect in the approval of the I-130 filed by a U.S. citizen husband and I-765 received by USCIS? What is this question? Hi, Brad. Is a requirement of a joint sponsor have effect in the approval of an I-130 filed by a U.S. citizen husband and I-765 received by USCIS January 3rd, 2020? No, you have the old poverty guidelines on January 30th, 2020. Rose Red. How can we apologize for a fraudulent lease? My husband couldn't move because of a parole, and because of my job, we did a stupid move, but now our marriage is real. Rose Red, sounds like you have a big issue. Sounds like you went in for an interview, you submitted a fraudulent release, and now they don't believe nothing. So there's no apology. You may need a waiver. You still need to prove it's a bona fide marriage. So you're probably going to need some help. And with that, folks, we're running up on the hour. I just want to thank you all for coming in to watch. I will be back Monday sometime around 4:30, 5 o'clock, or 4 o'clock. In the 4 o'clock hour, we're starting Brad Show Live Quarantine Pandemic Edition a little earlier than our regular Brad shows are starting. I wish everybody well. Please stay safe. And apparently it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. I promise you all. I will stay safe. I am staying hermetically sealed in my apartment. And I will be back on Monday to see you all. In the meantime, I'm doing consultations even this weekend. And you can give me a call at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. If you call that number, you can speak to one of my secretaries. They will schedule you for an appointment to come see me. I do have to remind everybody that prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Even though I just do this out of the kindness of my heart, they still say that this is an attorney advertisement. So I have to say, this is also an attorney advertisement. Stay well, everybody, and we will see you all on Monday. Thanks for watching.